I think I made the star with the rainbows. The wishing flower.
The wishing flower?
Yeah.
How does that story go?
She was watching a forest. She found it deep in the ground, and it started growing in the ground. She just found it there by itself. It was water past, but she told it wishing tree. She just said, I wish I had some blueberries, but they came down, falling down from the tree.
She said she wished she could have some blueberries, and they came falling down from the tree.
No, from the flower.
Flower, I mean. Yeah. Wow.
And it's magic flower.
Wow.
Because there's a witch inside who made all the wishings.
A little witch.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they made some spells to come out, and you can wish what you wanted for.
Ah.
It looked like a tulip, beautiful, and it was a pink flower. But if it wished for blueberries, it was blue.
Wow. And what happened next in the story?
She went off to tell Dudu, but to tell all the Pixie, and then every day they would come here and the witch for something. But the goblins, they took down that one. But if they took down it, they don't know. They drew a new one.
There was a new one when you cut it down?
Yeah.
Ah.
But it never worked if he touched it down every day. It then just throws up a giant one.
Oh, I see.
And covers the forest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bit of the tree.
Wow.
Like a bit of this house.
Wow.
But the goblins didn't know. They tried to steal some of the elves because
They tried to steal what?
The elves, but the witch didn't want them to steal the elves. So
The
then,
elves?
Yeah, she tried to buff them out with her wishing powers.
Ah.
She threw flowers at them. She threw puppies at them, puppy heads at them.
Wow.
But no one could really come in, only good people. Picture would be okay.
Yeah.
Sheila will be okay. Maybe Dudu.
And maybe Gugu. Okay. So, yes, Sheila was walking in the forest one day, and she came across a flower that she had never seen before. What color was it?
Oh, first it was just black, because first it wasn't any color, because when someone wishes for something, it turns a color.
I see.
But then next turn, it turns a different color for someone else coming there.
Oh, every time someone makes a wish, it changes color?
Yeah.
Huh. So there was Sheila. She was walking along, and she saw a black flower, and she thought, there's so many black flowers around here. And she said, it's a very hot day, but I didn't bring anything to drink. Oh, I wish I had some lemonade. And suddenly, beneath the flower, there was a glass of lemonade, and she picked it up. And as she drank the lemonade, the black flower turned orange. She said, "What?" And then a squirrel came along and said, "Hey, what happened there? Where did you get the lemonade? Can I have some too?" She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, squirrel. I drank the lemonade already." Oh, that's a pity. I wish there was some nut juice for me. There is a glass of nut juice. Look at that. And the flowers turned purple now. Wow. And she ran off to tell the other pixies. And they didn't really believe her at first. But they came along and she said, "Look, you can wish for anything you want." But by now, actually, many people in the forest had already heard, because the squirrel had told some people too. And all the animals were coming from all around the forest, and the goblins too, all wanting to wish for something. So there was a big queue. And, of course, the rabbits were wishing for carrot cakes, and the cats were wishing for fish soup, and the doggies were wishing for bones, and the bears were wishing for board games, because they love board games especially. Yeah. And every time the flower changed colour. And Sheila thought, this is very strange. I've never seen a flower like this. And the goblins came along and they said, "Well, we're not going to wish for anything. Gom, 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 gom." No? No. All we want's the flower itself. Gop, 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 gop. And they grabbed the flower and they ran back with it to the mountains. And they ran to the caves. Gop, 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 gop. Now we can wish for anything we want all the time and nobody else can. Gop, 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 gop. And one of the goblins said, I wish I had a lovely big mud cake. But nothing happened. Huh? What's going on? I don't know, give it a shake. I wish I had a really big snail I could put on my head like a hat. Nothing happened. Why it doesn't work, the silly flower? Gob, 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 gob. We've been cheated. Gob, 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 gob. And meanwhile, just back in the forest where the flower had been stolen, a new wishing flower was coming up. And Sheila stepped forward and she pulled back the petals and she saw there in the middle there was a very, very little witch. What was she wearing?
A blue cape and a blue dress.
Blue cape and a blue dress.
But she had blonde hair. She had grey eyes, white skin.
Okay. And the witch said, "Hi. Are you the witch who gives us all our wishes?" "Yes." "Why do you do it?" "Oh, it just makes me so happy to see people get what they want, even if sometimes they learn that what they want is not really what they want." "What do you mean?" "Oh, well, for example, some people wish for a cream to put on their face to make them so beautiful." "Well, that sounds like a good thing." "Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But they put it on their face, and everyone says, 'Oh, you're so beautiful, I like you so much.' But then they don't know if people really like them or not, or they just like the way they look, and maybe they're not really friends. So they can never really know who's really their friend or not." "Well, that doesn't sound so good." "Or somebody else comes along and they wish to be very rich." "Okay, if that's what you want, nothing wrong with that." "Oh, yeah, but then they wish for really lots of gold, and the gold is so heavy they can't carry it away, but they can't leave it either. And they get very, very hungry while they're trying to decide what to do." "Oh, yeah, I see that is a problem." "So you see, getting what you want is not always too good." "It's best just to wish for a glass of lemonade and drink that like you did, Sheila." "Well, that is mostly what I do." But the thing was, the witch thought the wishes would make all the animals of the forest pretty much happy, but they kept coming. All night and all day, the bears and the cats and the foxes and the badgers and the birds and the pixies.
Came.
No, the goblins didn't come again. They didn't think it worked anymore. They thought the whole thing was just a cheat, and they stayed and sulked inside the mountain caves. But the witch got very tired. Oh, and the more tired she got, she could hardly keep her eyes open. And the animals were wishing for so much that the flower got bigger and bigger, and it grew up as high as a tree. The more they wished for, the higher and bigger it got, and the witch said, "Oh dear, I need a rest. Please, can you stop asking for things?" "Oh, just one more thing. Can we please wish for yeah, a really nice big avocado for us all to share?" "Oh, okay." Can we just please wish for a pair of wings so we can use to fly around?" "Oh, okay." "Oh, can we please wish for..." And they didn't stop, and the flower got bigger and bigger, and it went higher than the trees, and even higher than the forest. The petals were so big that a big shadow began to fall down upon the forest. The flower was getting too big, and the sunshine couldn't reach them all anymore. And Sheila realized that if the sun wouldn't come, nothing could grow. And Sheila said, "Wait, stop everybody. There's one more thing I have to wish for." "Oh, why do you get to wish for it? What about us?" He said, "Because I'm not wishing for myself." And nobody could say anything to that because they were all wishing for things for themselves. And Sheila stepped forward and she said, "I wish that the witch inside this flower could have a lovely long sleep and feel happy in her heart." And when she said that, the flower itself burst up into the sky, and the pollen went scattering down across the forest in rainbow colours, and the witch came floating down on a cloud, her eyes fast shut, and she landed on the ground. And Sheila put a little blanket over her, and she turned to say to the rest of the animals, all the witch wanted was to make us happy, and all you could do was ask for things all the time. Sometimes we also have to give something back. And all the animals looked how happy the witch was. And the bear said, "Oh, I'll bring her some honey in the morning." And the squirrel, "I'll bring her some nuts," said the squirrels. "Oh, we can bring her some carrot soup," said the rabbits. And after that, the witch didn't make another flower, but when it was someone's birthday, she would go round to their house and knock on their door, and she would give them one wish.
And the next day, it's Sheila's birthday.
Right. What did Sheila wish for?
She just wished for something beautiful, I think. I don't know what she wished for.
I'm not sure either.
Do you have one more story?